Okay, so we are standing here in Coyote Valley, not too far away from Coyote Creek Visitor Center near Anderson Reservoir. And this is a really good spot to look for milkweed plants. So this is the narrowleaf milkweed, which is the only native milkweed found in South Bay naturally. There are a few other species if you go a bit farther up the mountains on either way. But around here, this is our native milkweed, which is the main host plant for the monarch butterfly. But so, which means that the caterpillars of the monarch butterflies would feed on exclusively on milkweed. Uh, but it's not only for monarch butterflies. In the middle of the summer, this plant is growing from now. It's blooming from now till probably August, September even. This is the main nectar plant for many butterflies, flies, beetles, so many different insects and other arthropods that use this as their um, nectar resource. So this is a really good spot to find different things. And just this is the first plant we looked at. It's full of ants, and that's actually a good thing. So these ants are called chromatogaster, which is a really cool native ant. Not very common, so it's nice to see them. And of course, if you try looking for ants in a place like this, it will be very difficult to find anything because there's just so much grass and lots of dried vegetation. But if you go to the nectar source, then you're much more likely to find interesting bugs. So we have the chromatogaster ants, or it's also called acrobat ant. And then there's a little spider. So this is called a crab spider. We'll try and get a close-up photo for you in a minute. Many spiders also visit or actually stay on milkweed plants because this is where they can get their food. So they're waiting for pollinators to come and visit the flowers. We often find crab spiders, green lynx spiders, which are beautiful green spiders. We might find ambush bugs, which are true bugs that are also predators waiting for pollinators to come and pollinate the flowers. They're amazing looking. They look just like one of these flowers, and they sit between the flowers waiting for a pollinator to come. So the best way to find these predators is to look at the flowers and see if you find a pollinator that looks a bit odd, that looks like it's, sitting in a weird position, which usually means that there's a predator on the other end. It's not actually visiting a flower, but the predator. Okay, so yeah, let's get some close-up photos. And by the way, the monarch butterflies, they lay their eggs, just 1 or 2 eggs on each plant, so that it's not like we'll find a cluster of eggs or a cluster of caterpillars. There'll be maybe 1 or 2, but those are very difficult to find. I don't see any. I do see a bug. So there are a couple of true bugs that specialize on milkweed. So milkweed is pretty poisonous plant. That's why the monarchs eat that, because then they can use that poison to become poisonous themselves. The same with the bugs. So not too many creatures can eat the plant, but the small milkweed bug that I see here specializes on milkweed and a few other plants as well. There's another spider hiding underneath the flowers here, and a few more ants. Yeah, it's a different crab spider. Yeah, so let's have a look at this milkweed plant. It's pretty interesting because it either has these tiny buds that didn't develop yet, or a big seed pod right here. Okay, so later on in the season, they'll all develop these seed pods like these ones. This one has a lot of them. And inside there'll be lots of fluff and seeds to make new milkweed.